Hey, it's Jim Bidmore. I'm in my office in Las Vegas. I wanted to go off computer for a bit. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen most of the time I do computer videos with you, show you how to do marketing, show you how it's done on a computer with my voice, with my head there sitting in the bottom right hand corner. But I wanted to do a video today about the music business. It's August 22nd, almost August 23rd, 2012. And I've been doing music marketing now for quite a while, for quite a few many years. I'm a software programmer originally since June 2001. So just give you a little background information on myself. If you've been watching my videos, I don't say that much about who I am or what I do or where I've been or what I've done. So I'd like to just give you a little bit of background information on myself. I'm not a videographer. I'm not good at making videos, I'm not good at doing speeches, but what I am good at is working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, on holidays, weekends, my birthday, whenever. That's how I got to be successful. And I'm going to, again, go over a little bit about my past, what I've done, my vision for the future on things, what I see, my experience in the music business. Again, June 2001, I started a software company. I was a programmer. I wanted to do programming. But literally within weeks of making the program, I realized that, now this program, it was innovative. There was no competition for it out there. Nobody had done something like this, and I saw a need for it. So I made the program and I started marketing it myself, and I realized the more that I marketed it, the more that it sold. And musicians, artists, if you're a website owner, you're running into this, you got to take the marketing into your own hands. Especially, things have changed so much. I've been around before the Google guys. I was doing this kind of stuff before all these guys. I'm the original OG. I'm the original, I've been fiddling around with computers since 1982, since the Commodore 64. I was selling things on eBay and all these other auction sites in the 90s. When the dot-com bust happened in 2001, I was there. Everybody was getting out of the business, and instead I was going into the business. We were making things, we were selling things, we were becoming millionaires, and that's how it's done. But how it got done was I spent 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Every day I get up and I think about how to grow my business. Every day I still develop products. I spend every day, hundreds I speak to or have conferences with. I have a couple dozen conferences with musicians, other people in the industry, software developers. Every day I deal with hundreds of you musicians going to my site at my cheap jobs to buy their promotion things. But I talk to hundreds of people, or deal with hundreds of people every day. And when I develop something, I spend the least amount of time developing it. If you're a musician, I understand that you need to tweak the song and make the song the best that it can be. Or that's your passion, is the music. But I'm here to tell you, if you spend, for every hour you spend on the music or every hour you spend on developing the product, you got to spend 10 times that much marketing it. And here's the thing. It's not as difficult as you think it is. Trust me on that. The music industry has changed since the 80s and 90s. It used to be like in the 80s, you'd have a look, or you'd have a song, it'd be catchy, and then the vultures would come down and they would say, here, just sign here, and you'll get 5% to 10%, whatever the percent was, and then they would just take it and they would have these moguls come and just market the crap out of it, and they would shove it in people's faces, and then everybody would make millions, and it was just a happy time for everybody, and the artist didn't have to worry about the marketing, they didn't have to worry about all these other things. But it's changed. It's not like that anymore. Here's the thing. Nobody it's going to care more about your product or know more about your product than you do. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you in particular. It can be your girl, or if you're a girl, it can be your guy, or whatever. It can be your mom's. It can be somebody really close to you that is as passionate to see you succeed as you are. Can take control of it and do your marketing. But somebody has got to do it. Then they've got to do it every day. They've got to do it every day. And you have to do the marketing. You have to do it. I have so many arguments with musicians about, they think that, oh, you know, I spent a lot of time and it's really good. It's quality stuff. My music is quality. It's when it goes out there, when people hear it, everybody's gonna love it. So I'm not gonna do marketing. You know, they upload their song to SoundCloud, or they put it on Reverb Nation or wherever they put it, and okay, I push the submit button. I'm done. It's done. It's not done. That's the start of it. Every day when you wake up, every day, you should be concentrating on it. If you're watching this video and you're thinking about what you're going to be doing on Saturday or Sunday, or so playing around the golf or this and that, or whatever it is you do on the weekends, or you're like, oh yeah, you know, I'll get to the marketing in a couple of months, or you know, I've already spent, you know, I've already worked a big 5 hours today on all this stuff today. Forget it. This video is not for you. This is only for people that are serious and want to make it in the music business. Which means that you literally need to spend at least 8 to 12 hours a day every single day. But it's Christmas. You know what? Baby Jesus can wait. That's just how it is. I haven't had a Christmas off, and I've had one week off in the last 11 years. And I remember that it was the last week in November in 2003. That's when I got married. That's it. That's all I've had. I've worked every single day. My birthday's coming up. I'll be working on that day 8 hours. Again, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, all that shit. I work everything around every day. I get up and I figure out how I can get my products in front of more people. You as a musician, you just need to be figuring out every single day how you can get your product, your music out in front of more people. And here's the thing, you just need to dig it up. You need to talk to people. Talk to people like me. I will help you. You know, I've helped many people. I got a guy, just did a video a couple of days ago. This guy is a perfect example. He took charge of his shit. He basically came to me and he's like, I own a studio. My beats are good. I got other stuff going on. I know this is, if it gets out in front of people too well, what do I need to do? I'm not good with computers. I don't know how all this stuff goes. And I said, well, you know, go here, do this, order that. And he did every single day. And he would mess up sometimes, and he would like not submit the information right, and you know, things were kind of off at the beginning, but then he got into a groove, and he researched it, and every single day, every day, he didn't miss a day. Every day I would see orders from him to me for promotion of his music. And boom, within a week he was at the hot list in SoundCloud, number 10. And then the next day he was number 5. So that's how it's done, is every day. Every day you've got to figure out more marketing avenues, what works, what doesn't work. That's how it's done. And again, if you're you're working 7 days a week already, you're already working 12 hours a day, you're already putting in 80 hours a week, get your mom, get your boyfriend, get your girlfriend, get your wife, get your husband, get whomever else is as passionate about what you're doing as you are. That's who you get. Don't try to I get so many people that they try to say, they go, oh yeah, you know, I do get promoters, other promoters, they're not real promoters. I'm a real promoter. If you see me on the Jim Bidmar Twitter, my SoundCloud promotions are my Reverb Nation promotions I do just about every day. I am a real promoter. I've been doing this for 11 years. I know how to promote. I've promoted software, music, you name it, made millions and millions of dollars. So I get these other promoters that call themselves promoters, and they'll come to me and they'll say, yeah, and I got a bunch of artists, musicians, and you know, I don't know how that computer stuff goes. I don't know how all that stuff goes. So you just do it for me. And no, you need, as a musician, you need to step up. You need to learn this stuff. It's not that difficult to learn. You know, don't say, oh, I don't do social media. I don't do Twitter. I don't do Facebook. I don't do that stuff. In 2012, you do that stuff. That's what you do. That's a big, and the reason is again, the music industry has changed. In the 80s and 90s, again, you could just be found by somebody. Maybe you had a good sound, you had a good look, like Milli Vanilli. You had a good look. Boom. All you had to do was show up at places, lip sync, you make your millions. Who gives a shit? You had promoters and real $1 million guys that were like just stomping it out there and throwing it on at TV and everywhere else, and you were done. You collected your millions, you went home. You didn't have to sing like Milli Vanilli. It's not like that today. It's not like that at all. Now today, fans expect to be in touch with the music that they like, with the musicians. So you need to be on Twitter. You need to be doing it every day. You need to be on Facebook every day. You need to be like making these connections with your fans every day, because that's what they expect. That's how the music's gonna sell. That's how it's done. That's about it. I didn't cover as much as my background as I wanted to. I just wanted to get that out there, how to succeed in the music business today. That's what I've been have been seeing over the last couple of years since I've been doing this. I set up a platform, My Cheap Jobs, put the link in there. Basically, we really target musicians. Like, we offer SoundCloud plays and Reverb Nation plays and followers and comments, and we do a lot of YouTube views and things like that. Facebook likes. We really cater to the musician. So you really need to step up. That's what it's about. It's about stepping up. Again, I'm going to say this one more time. If you're the kind of person that you don't want to you don't want to spend your weekend on it, I can tell you right now, the music industry is not for you. You need to get out. You need to do something else, like work at the burger joint or something, 9 to 5, and then punch out, and then go home and kick the dog and beat the kids or whatever you do. I mean, that's and I can tell you right now. There's going to be a small percentage of you that really take this to heart, and you're going to be like, you're going to email me and say, yeah, it's a great video, got me motivated. You know what? For you kind of people that get it and that you really understand, you understand what I'm talking about. You've been there. You've tried to half-ass it, and by watching this video, you finally get in. You're like, okay, I can step up, and I can do this, and I am going to do that. Hey man, bookmark this video, play it over again a few times. If that's what motivates you, if that's what gets you going, if that's what can get you from A to B, do it. I've had a few guys already that have watched the videos and say, man, I was like, kicking back and watching the videos, and you're really making sense. And I'm not trying to sell you. This is not one of those MLM videos or buy this new product or going underneath meat and this is the greatest product ever. I'm just telling you what I've seen, because I work with, again, hundreds of people a day. I talk with dozens of people a day live, and what's going on in the industry and what's this thing. In closing, I think there's a misconception among artists / musicians where they think that all they need to do is get a label, all they need to do is get signed, and then be able to sit back and they'll do it all, and finally, and it's like, here's the thing, man, labels are broke. This label, I need to get it signed, I need to get it, there are some advantages, there are advantages of being aligned with a label. And you guys out there know this, they do have connections, they do have their channels that they work through. But I can tell you right now, once you get signed, it's not going to be like, oh, finally I can lay back and the label will do it all, and they'll promote me and they'll do the marketing, and I'll just be able to kick back and they'll book all my shows and they'll do everything. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I have labels call me all the time because they might have some kind of crackpot ass staff on there. They're making $8 an hour that couldn't do social media if it were to save their life. I mean, some of the shit that I've seen working in these labels, and I mean, hideous. They try to outsource that kind of stuff to me. I mean, you're always going to have to step up and do your own promotion. That's always going to be the case. It's always going to. You're not going to get out of it. So just step up, get it done today. Learn how to do it. It's not that hard. Email me, jim@mycheapjobs.com, if you have any questions. I can help you. I'll help you get on the road. On top of that, it's the cheapest way out there. I mean, it's a no-brainer. That's all I gotta say for now. I might make some more videos in the next week to follow if I get a bug up my ass. Hard to say. Thanks for listening.